Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's keep going with the analysis of the forex market, mostly on the euro currency. So it seems that speculators keep confusing the traders, market societies, so trying to shake the boat. So for example, yesterday on euro currency at the United States session open, we've got some significant downward action on the intraday chart, but very soon it has stopped and turns in opposite direction. At the same time, you can't see the same motion on other markets. So it seems that it's some tricks of the market makers, and it's an action that has not been driven by some common driving factors, such as fundamentals, statistics release, or something. You could even not see the same action on the currencies, not even on the other markets such as gold, stocks, and so on. So it means that this is local tricks on the forex market and on the euro currency in particular, and that speculators just trying to confuse the traders, trying to make them act rationally, playing on their some psychological moments, and well, maybe make them to take the position in advance of the important events and so on. In general, if you'll take a look at the daily chart, despite the recent pullback that we've got, nothing has changed. So actually yesterday's session was inside one to the Friday, as you could see, and market mostly stands at the same range. This, as I already talked a lot of time, this doesn't look like performance that market should show in a reversal. This is not a reversal yet, despite that we have bearish trend. So actually it makes me think that we have the bullish dynamic pressure, and I really suggest that we could get some spike here, maybe in the way of the shadow like there. It's maybe some spike hitting on the XOP, and then maybe major pullback will start, depending on what numbers we will get. At the same time, different market shows the contradictive performance. So I will show you just a few examples. Here's what we have on the euro currency on the 4 time frame chart. That's the action that I'm talking about. Market has formed a bearish reversal bar. So if we wouldn't have the CPI numbers and the Fed ahead, I would say, well, this is great situation, watch for a pullback, and maybe we'll get some continuation down in kind of the ABCD pattern right there. But we're coming to the important data, and of course, if it will be in favor of the dollar strength, we could get this major collapse, but this is also will be the decision. So if we'll get the breakout, raising all potential patterns that showing it's possible on the final upside leg, this will be also the answer on the question. So in this case, we could forget about any bullish targets, and that has rest on the daily chart, and focus purely on the starting downward action, trying to take the short position and start dealing with the bread and butter that we finally would like to get. But at this point, it is too early to speak about this, and the butterfly pattern still stands here, and it still suggests that my market could show this upward action. On the hourly chart, it's also not everything stands bearish. So take a look. Despite this recent sell-off, let's take a look. Market, well, very comfortably starts upward action here. And in fact, after this larger triangle consolidation, market has turned to this smaller triangle, but it also some kind of the usually continuation pattern, because market, well, usually do not turn in the way of the triangle. Triangle, in most cases, this is upward, this is continuation pattern, just because of the specific on the human being mind, and some specific of the sentiment of the market mechanics. Reversal usually stands sharp and relatively fast. If market turns to some consolidation, it means that markets are waiting for something that we know what we are waiting, But at the same time, it suggests that last word on the possible upward action is not said yet. So it's possible that we could get another upward action here. So we'll take a look particularly on this potential butterfly that will be formed. Let's take a look at 106.12, 106.42. I'm not sure about this, but that perfectly agrees with the targets that we have on the daily chart and here as well. So from that standpoint, on euro currency, I would say the same. So maybe it is too late for taking the long position. Of course, it is not forbidden, and you could try to trade this butterfly if you trade on hourly and lower time frames. But mostly for us, it's more interesting. I bring up this passion and the things that we see here in the light of the possible reversal and in light of the taking the bearish positions, which suggests that we maybe will get the better chance for taking the short if market indeed will appear around 106.30 area. The same story we could get on the Great British pound. So if we'll take a look at the cable, it also doesn't show the bounce. Yes, an upward action stands really heavy and choppy. A little difficult to call it as a trend, but take a look at stubbornly, day by day, slowly creeping higher, because we have uncompleted target. So on the fall on the euro currency, this is kind of the XOP. Here is the OP, this large ABCD pattern. So at 24.20, 24.50, which makes an agreement for the important resistance level. I don't know about this XOP count, it seems to be too extended, but we do not know what numbers we will get. But we could speak that this OP target stands in in a range of that market easily could achieve by just speculative spikes right in the beginning of the data release, something to this kind. As OP has been completed, take a look. This might be the same. So mine just spike emotional on the moment of the release data, and then action that should follow based on the numbers. You could probably also saw it a million of times already on the markets. That's what we have on Great British pound. So very similar performance. It makes us think that maybe indeed it's not time yet for taking the position, so we could get the better entry. As I said yesterday, if you're feeling comfortable with trying to catching the right moment in the position taking, especially when market is moving actively on the moment of the data release, you theoretically could consider taking a position in advance, but you will have to place more or less far extended stop, so it definitely should be somewhere above this area. And of course, you're taking the risk of the numbers. That's if numbers will be not in favor of the reversal, not in favor of the United States dollar. That's well, in this case, probably your loss will be triggered, despite that this will be more or less extensive, so extended. So, but this solution exists, and many traders I know use it. Additionally, take a look. I would like to show you the chart of the DAX index. On the DAX index, what I mean about some tricky moments. Let's take a look on the DAX index. This is daily chart. We have perfect thrusting upward action, and we have the completed, confirmed double repo sale pattern. So let's take a look at great thrust, close below, 3x3 close above again, making new top, wash and rinse, close below. This is confirmation of the double repo. Repo suggests drop at least to 50% support of the thrust, so it should be a significant action to the 30 and even. But take a look at the performance after the confirmation, some silence before the downward action. Downward action on the stocks market, as you understand, suggests the strength in the United States dollar. Sell off on the stocks. So it also points, as Forex market also points on the possible strength, just on the patterns that we are watching, the bread and butter. Some dollar index on the monthly chart. But in the recent session and before the data release, performance as on the euro currency, on the DAX index, on the Great British pound, looks a bit tricky. So it seems that market's trying to make the final upward action before the capitulation, and that's actually tells us that we should be a bit more patient. And despite what we have almost ready for trading big patterns in place, bearish patterns, still maybe it makes sense to wait and to not take the position before data release. So today we'll get CPI, tomorrow we'll get the Fed Reserve results, and then we could make the conclusion on the position taken. Maybe even today after the CPI report, it will be more or less clear. and market already maybe will complete the important targets. So tomorrow we already will be able to consider taking a short position. So let's see.